Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Sweet cut there. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. Boy, this just hasn't been their year. All of the aspirations starting the season in the top 5, but there's always someone that seems to bottom out against those big expectations.
No question, Reese, and what's so disappointing, especially looking at this team's offense, is they're just not making the plays. They've got the guys on paper that look like they could be All-Americans. They have guys that can change the course of games, and that's why coming into this season, we're given that top 5 ranking, but on the field in games, they simply, for whatever reason, have not been able to get it done. And the lack of execution, to me, is a huge reason why they've fallen out of the top 25.
Yeah, they haven't handled the pressure. I mean, that's just the easiest way to say it, because you just mentioned playmakers. They got them. They got guys that know how to play this game. That's why they were ranked in the top 5. They've got to get
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wideout. He leaves it with his back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
the big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. He breaks the tackle. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
Return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Man, how about the rough starts for these offense? 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. These quarterbacks, you trust them early, first drives to get something going. Both of them turning over to the other team. Let's see which one can get settled in first.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. He threw a pick on the initial drive, but they have it back, and we're still looking for our first points of the game. Standing in his own end zone, looking to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Tiger. The defense putting points on the board.
How about the middle linebacker making a great play? Drops in his zone, eyes on the quarterback, sees the quarterback throw the football, breaks on it perfectly, steps in front, and takes it all the way to the house.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Finds his man down the middle. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises. And I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
And the Trojans send out the punt unit. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Off play action on first down. Pulls it in. It's Black. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Clemson is quick to the line. To the air on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Green. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Motion from the wide receiver. Takes a handoff. It's Green. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Looking for more room. Touchdown USC. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Byrne. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Green.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Pulls and fires complete. There he goes down the right side. Attack. Touchdown Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands, right to him, and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got a man. It's Ferguson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Trojans are in the hurry up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Fowler. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And the Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
The play action fake. Grab near the marker is Henry. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And the big fella showing off the hands a little bit. He's a guy that you use him for blocking a lot, but showing the versatility there with the catch and the first down.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burr. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This has been a staple of the offense at Clemson. Get those big receivers, let them make plays downfield, and it's been very effective over the years.
Yeah, and good quarterback play obviously helps, but when you got good matchups on the outside, it kind of makes the defense very predictable. Like, I got to give help. Okay, it helps my running game. You don't give help. Okay, I'm throwing to my freak out wide. So I think these guys on the outside with all that speed definitely are a problem for defenses.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Trying to slam in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Clemson jumps to the line.
Brings up second and goal.
Might be changing the route. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Cutting it close now with third and goal upcoming. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tiger.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. And he showed all of those attributes right there.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Maryland is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Houston. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. That's caught. It's Jordan.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Blasted as he lets it go. Got him downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
I know that goes down as a completion, but hear me out. Defenses want hits on the quarterback. They want to make him feel uncomfortable. They want him to start seeing some of those ghosts later on. There's one.
The short hands, it's Watson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Dumps it to the back. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. On the run, deep down the right side. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. They'll bring him down at the 14-yard line, and that return of the interception has this offense with spectacular field position. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Motion from the back. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
And back to the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clemson is quick to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Makes the catch. It's Green. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message, going for it this close to his own end zone. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Green. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may...
Turning it on! Past the 30. He's at the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Clemson! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off racing 63 yards to the end zone. That ball skips through the end zone